Why don't you ask me, is he a racist?
That was my next question.
Okay, why don't you ask me?
Do you think that he is a racist?
Absolutely not. Let me tell you what. You could be dark as charcoal and lily white. It doesn't matter.
They said, America first. That could be racist. I said, racist? Racist? Why is that racist? Here we are. I think does everybody in this room agree? You're living in America. America first, right? We're here. Racist. That is really beautiful. This is a beautiful meeting. I have to be honest with you. I go to a lot of them. Some of them I'm, a little bored. I do my thing. I say my words. I say bye, everybody. And I go and I say, it's all right. But this is to me, this is a very exciting period.
There's a lot to be said for Donald Trump. Yeah, there's a lot, He's a good guy. He is really a good guy. He's not a racist.
Yeah.
He's not. He plays to that crowd.
But he doesn't talk that way.
No.
Interesting.
Not at all.
Interesting. He's a showman, too. We can tell that. Larry King.
I've said this before, that I know Donald Trump. I've known him for 14 years. And Donald Trump is not a racist. And so, the allegations that he is are absolutely contrary to every experience that I've had with him over the last 14 years. And so.
And I also think it's important that I know him personally. And he certainly is not a racist. He doesn't have issues with people of color. And I think it's important to note that he will not become the poster child for race in this country.
So is Donald Trump a racist, you think, or no?
No, I just think he's a guy.
I was just sitting here watching President Trump talking about Foxconn and explaining all of the things that he's doing for America. And he had this black lady come up there and give a little speech about how her life has changed because of some of his accomplishments and whatnot.
Hello, everyone. Giving honor to God, I started in 2005 as an operating engineer, and Hoffman Construction gave me my first job in a haul truck. I went on from there to work for Gilbane, building the Northwest Mutual Towers in Milwaukee. Now the two families are together, and they brought me to Foxconn to work in the haul truck again, and me and my family are grateful and very pleased to be at home again. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Celia.
And I'm just so proud.
A great-grandmother gets a second chance at freedom after President Trump commutes her life sentence. Alice Marie Johnson served 21 years for a nonviolent first-time drug charge, but a serious charge of drug trafficking and money laundering.
I'm just amazed to hear that I'm actually in one of his tweets. I love it.
Have you spoken to him personally?
No, I have not spoken to him personally.
What would you say if he called you?
Oh, I would tell him, thank you, President Trump, for really seeing me, not just looking at some data about my crime, but actually looking at the person who I have become now and having faith that I deserved a second chance in life. I just say thank you for this mercy.
Ain't nobody like Trump, man. If you want to work, it's jobs out here. And I'm literally I'm just crying because I'm like, it's just a good time to be alive and to be able to witness what's really going on. And we got a chance. I'm just talking about from a black perspective.
American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded. And Hispanic American unemployment has also reached the lowest levels in history.
If you really want to work and get up off your ass and do something, you can do it. I just thank God for President Trump. You know, I ain't never met the man, I don't know the man, but I'm just talking about what he's doing for our country and what he's doing for our people. Black people working, you know what I'm saying? Jobs is coming back, factories is opening up.
I'm a 9/11 survivor, Iraq and Afghanistan veteran. I love the policy that you have for the military.
Thank you.
I wanted to know if Trump Towers would be part of that veteran job.
Are you talking about here?
Yes.
We are doing some of that actually already. We have it very much involved. Why? What are you looking for? What kind of a position? Come up here. Come here. You look so smart and good. Do you mind if I do a job interview right now? We need good people. How are you? So what's your experience in front of the world?
Well, I design, I do wreaths, I do all types of decorations.
And you like this building?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. There's the man. Stand right over here. If we can make a good deal on the salary, she's going to probably have a job. Okay? All right. Good. Have a good time. Thank you.
Trump, what we just witnessed here was pretty remarkable. I mean, this is a complete stranger who just came up and you offered her a job. What inside your gut gave you the feeling that
I
you
felt
could give
good
her a
about
job?
her. I tell you what, I looked at her. I said, I have gut instinct, okay? And we're allowed to have that. And I looked at her and she asked a question and it was a very positive question. She looks like she's got a great look and look at that with the tears. How nice. She just seemed like a good person to me.
He helping with the drug epidemic and all that. It's just a beautiful time to be alive, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me, but I'm wearing my feelings on my shoulder right now, and I'm just happy to be an American and where at least I know I'm free. Go Trump. And cry. And I'm just so proud. I'm just proud to be an American.
The most important person that decided to do this is sitting here to my left, President Trump, and I thank him. I thank Mauricio Suleiman. I thank Miguel Torruco, who took a lot of effort to find me, and Mr. Sylvester Stallone, who boldly put it in his ear. And when he tweeted, my entire life changed. People wouldn't leave me alone. Now it's going to be even more insane, but I'm fine with that. But I appreciate you rewriting history. And
with this executive order, we will make HBCUs a priority in the White House, an absolute priority. All right.
I'd also like to thank President Trump and the United States government for the help that they provided as well.
To President Trump and the United States government, thank you for taking the time to intervene on our behalf.
And thank you to the United States government and President Trump for your efforts to bring us home.
3 U.S. UCLA basketball players now back in the United States. They were detained in China.
And the Trump will compete tomorrow against 100 other teams in Northern Virginia.
Well, I believe Rachel just put it best. And by the way, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Fox and friends, thank you for being on it with real news and not fake news. So to answer your question, absolutely. Racism is just a word that's being bandied and thrown about and thrown at the president, in my opinion, unjustly. President Trump is not a racist. But what is so outrageous to call a man a racist who continues to acknowledge the significant work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my uncle, in a positive way. And he puts his money where his mouth is. He puts his...
God bless Donald Trump. God bless you, and God bless America. Clap your hands, open up your mouth and give him praise right there.
I like him. I think he's a great leader, and I think he'd be a good president. You know what I mean? He's got. Can I say this on the air?
Whatever you
He's
like.
got balls. You know, and I'm sick of these leaders that don't have balls. And Hillary don't have no balls. Trump's got balls. He's got some big ones, and so I like that in the leader. He's a man's man, and that's what I like about him. You know, he reminds me of me. He's a white me.
Oh, I know he's not a racist. I mean, I was convinced that first day from that first conversation, and the reason I was convinced was because he did not go overboard trying to convince me he was not a racist.